All right, Levi. Levi, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
So I grew up in Apple Valley, California. My parents were Lewis Thompson and Kim Scheibel, Kimberly Ann Smith.
How would you describe your childhood?
Five older brothers, one twin brother. My dad was always working. He owned a concrete company. Mom was always like at home, like with friends on drugs. Very little food growing up in the house. Pretty much just defend for themselves, like to defend for ourselves, you know. Um, just dad barely started coming in our life at like 7, 8, but then my dad went and got like some help and like changed his whole life, and then he picked me and my twin brother out from my mom's house and took us to our stepmoms, and then like it changed our whole like trajectory of our lives due to the fact of like the environment was different. Of like we were taken care of. Like we went from like poor to to wealthy, like super nice house, like learn manners, learn to go to church, learn to love God. And then after that, growing up, like my mom wasn't there due to the fact my dad like had to take her to court and like get us from her. So like we had like a distance. Like I always wanted to see my mom, like because I hadn't seen her for like 8 years. So like fast forward like to my life when I'm 15 years old, probably like about to like I'm in 8th grade, going through summer. My dad like is gonna go on vacation with my stepmom, so like he let me go like see my mom out there in Arizona. And then what happened was me, my twin brother, we went out for the summers. Like we met up with our brothers we haven't seen in a long time, and due to the fact like they were like on my mom's side of the family, like living with my grandparents and stuff. So like we got into weed and all that other stuff, and then like we came back and we were just knuckleheads. Like we just were messing up everything, and we were trying to do good and stuff like that. But then in high school and stuff, like I just I don't know, I just felt like I was chasing something that I didn't have in front of me. So I was always trying to ditch school, like trying to like be the bad kid. So ended up like getting kicked out of school not for not showing up, and then ended up becoming homeless by the age of like 17, like on and off drugs. It just got to the point where my family didn't want to help me no more because they wanted me to help myself, you know.
So drugs were kind of around the house all the time, it sounds like.
Yeah, growing up as a young kid, yeah.
How are your siblings?
Siblings, yeah, they're more like right now, like I don't really like communicate with too many of them. But like I have some brothers out there in New York and stuff, like I only spoke to or like met a few times, cousins I've never met.
But the rest are not.
The rest of them
They're
are
not
like,
struggling with drugs.
yeah, most of them are except like one of them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like one or two. Like Will, I haven't talked to him for years, but I'm pretty sure he's struggling with drugs. Shane, like he probably just drinks, smokes weed. My brother Nick's doing really well. Like he has a full-time job, and he like manages like his company and stuff like that. He just lives out there in Kingman, Arizona with his family. But other than that, like pretty much nobody's in my life. Like, and I've probably been in jail like 45 times, 50 times.
For
In
what,
and out.
for what kind of stuff?
Like first time I ever went to jail was for under the influence of alcohol, like while in like a public place, like walking down the street when I was 18. But then after that, I was just like little petty stuff from drugs here, drugs there, you know, like stealing, running with the wrong crowd, you know.
All drug related stuff.
All drug related, like a couple felonies, like one was robbery, and then one was theft of means of transportation.
But again, that was probably just trying to get money for drugs, right?
Yeah, but I've also had this like burning desire in my life, like to where like I've even gone to jail like for something bad because I thought like it meant like someone's life or like my life was on the line, like I had to go and get somewhere, like I had to go and do something, but I never could make it there, and it was like drawing me to like Arizona like years and years ago, but I never got there, you know.
What is your drug today?
My drug of choice today, like I had a job just like a month and a half ago. Like it was selling tools as a telemarketer, as marketing, and I was just trying to get good in that. But then one day, like I just woke up and I was just like like I don't know. I threw something away that was all right for nothing because I would rather have something that helps me out a little bit than not at all because like I wasn't comfortable with where I was at in life. Like I just felt like I could do a lot better for myself. But even though today like I'm doing worse than I was, I would tell myself like, dang, like at least like do this for now until you can do something better, you know? Because I just gave up a job, I gave up a good place to live, I gave up a few good friends, all for nothing due to and I hit the streets, like, and I've been homeless now for like a month, all because I said I wasn't comfortable with where I was at in life. Like I just woke up one day and was just like, I got too, like I'm too like good for this. I don't know. I just didn't want to sell tools over the phone. I felt like I was selling like people. Like I just felt like it was a waste of time for me.
What is your drug now?
It's crystal meth.
Crystal meth.
Mm-hmm.
And you're living on the streets?
Yeah. On the
Downtown?
streets. Yeah. But I mean, I have potential. Like I know I have potential if I just do it. You know. I just feel like I've looked at the world like I need a reason to change, and like some people have given me it, but then they just let me down, and I just do self harm. Like I feel like the only things that's ever made me change is like a few girls in my life, but as soon as they let me down, that's when I just self harm myself. Like it's like I grabbed the world and like tried to hurt myself like until somebody would pull me up.
You think you're self-destructive a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I just try to like harm myself to see if anyone cares. Yeah.
Mm.
But then I've also seen the whole world, like I've seen a lot of people care, you know? They have to, because like the things I've seen, like it's crazy. Like I know they care. But I had a whole different like topic today, like to talk about.
Sure.
But I feel like I can't really talk about it because like I would sound crazy. You know what I mean? Like the things I've told people and the things that people have told me, like they sound crazy. Like only people who like believe in like fantasy stories, like, you know what I mean, will believe you, or like they might believe you and then just like laugh or like.
But this is the truth for you?
Yeah, like I feel like I've talked life before.
You've what?
Like, you know how God talked the world in 7 days? I feel like I've talked life. Like I was talking and then it manifested into becoming a reality for me. Yeah, like manifestation.
And so how
like
does
the
that
power
affect?
of the tongue?
How does that affect your life?
Well, I mean, I'm chasing a dream always 24/7, and like I have this burning desire, like this flame inside me that just needs to come out and tell people, and then I'm chasing it, and it's just leading me into circles. It's just running me into the ground because I keep trying to grab it, and then like I'm grabbing at straws, like I'm grasping at straws.
But what are the details of
The thing? Like the details of it are like stars. Like I've seen like stars, like the stars like on TV, I've seen those people, like, but with different faces, or like I've seen people like there with different faces, or just I've seen crazy stuff, or like pink, like I told myself like all I need is like a pretty girl. Like I've been chasing this girl for like ever, and her name, like I used to live off Hollywood Boulevard and like off Wilcox with her when I was like youngin'. But anyway, like her name was Rebecca. And that was like the first girl I ever fell in love with, and ever since like I lost her, like I felt like I lost touch with her, like reality stopped for me. Like I was just trying to run myself into the ground, you know. Yeah. The things that like I talk about, they don't make sense for people, because they're not like, they haven't shared details of it, you know. It's like I won't share the truth with people because they haven't even told me like 1% of the truth, and they know it. I feel like most people know the truth more than I do.
I mean, what kind of truths do you?
Like I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like sometimes like like my dad or like my brother, I feel like one of my brothers was my father, and he was with my mom, and then like one of them was like King, like David, like from the Bible or something, or like Adam, like he made, like, you know. And then like I'm pretty sure most of my family, like they were stars who built America. Like they're just like they were stars that like founded America, you know, like Kim Kardashian, like Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, like they had a bunch of adopted kids, you know. Yeah, because I've had people tell me that, or Adele. Yeah, crazy stuff.
And your family is not your family, or they are your family?
No, they are. Like I feel like everybody became my family. I feel like anyone who wanted to be in my life became my family at one time. I don't know, just like because of the way I was speaking life, like telling people, you know, like talking it. It's like, yeah, you're part of your family, but if I'm DNA that made like you and everyone else, then that makes you part of my family too, you know. So I'm just saying, maybe like it's like as if one person popped up in the universe and he was literally DNA, that would make everybody family to him. You know what I mean? Because he made it like he's your blood too, you know.
I mean, you could look at it that we're all family anyway.
That's how I do look at it. Yep. It's just like a little bit confusing, you know. Because you're looking for a truth that you see and it's always there, but nobody's on the same page like with you, because I don't think anyone's seeing what you're seeing, or they have to, because they're throwing that in front of you too, telling you that you're right. Yeah, like I've had a bunch of people follow me, like I don't know, like it's nuts. Yeah.
Do you think
sometimes I feel like I'm omnipresent, Like sometimes I feel like people hear the power of my voice. Yeah.
Do you think any of this might be because of the sleep deprivation? You probably don't sleep much.
No, I've even seen this sober. The stuff I'm talking about, I've seen it sober, like completely like sober off like a couple months, like still saw it. But that is when I can forget about it though too, and make it not my reality because people forget about it too. You know, like I feel like I don't know, like I remember like people like following me, like pretty girls in pink. Like I remember like I was trying to get somewhere one time, and I told them I was trying to get to my girlfriend because she has a baby on the way, and it was the truth. Like I was speaking the truth because I became my older brother. Because you know, it's like I became someone that I didn't know who, like they were a lot though, you know. Like I became somebody that passed away, like in my family, but they were a lot more than they say they were.
You can't really talk about this with your family because
My family is like incoherent to all this. Yeah, yep. As if like no, like everybody hears and understands me and everybody knows I'm like somewhat right. They're definitely like not on that page at all. Yeah, as if you're talking to a wall with your real family, but then when you talk to the world, they're like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And this has nothing to do with the crystal meth.
I'm just saying I know I'm right. Like I'm pretty sure like the rappers, like the stars and stuff, they were my family, but they were like Jackson's kids, and he made Jesuses everywhere. Like they were like doing Jesus, man. Like they were like multiple faces, like they were wearing different faces. They were like shift changing. Like they can go from like 5 foot tall to like 6'1", like look different.
Did you ever have these kind of thoughts or ideas before you started using? When you were younger?
No, not really. No. But it's like my family left and came back for me, you know? But I've had thoughts of like my dad looking like me and my twin brother looking like me, but they weren't even my real brother and dad. You know? Like, yeah.
Yeah, the mind is amazing.
Yeah. Like I feel like out of my twin brother Tristan Thompson, like, and my cousin Dylan, I felt like one of them was Justin, like as a kid. You know, like Justin Bieber, like one of them were like before, like, and then like the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, like Cody Olsen, and yeah, and like that was my brother, like, and he kind of looked like me before, you know. It's just weird. Like it's like I was a Stars kid, and then like my memory got wiped at a young age, and I went to a different family or something like that.
So what does your day look like now? You wake up and do what?
I'm waking up and I'm trying to go home. Like I just like for the past like few years I've had this like drive like to wherever I get comfortable. I just chill for a while. I get a job. I do good. But then as soon as something like I don't know, like I've had this urge to just go back to the East Coast for like the last like 10 years even, like to go back east, like toward up there, like in the top of like America, like next to Canada. Yeah. Because I've had people tell me that I'm not wrong, like that you're right. But I mean, I've only doubted it because of the family that I have here. So I feel like that's to blame for it.
You think you have another family?
Yeah, exactly. And I never wanted to let go of this one. So I never went and met the real one. I never met the ones, like I never wanted to let go of the real ones right here in California that raised me. So I never went and met the real ones.
Why do you think this happened? Why do you think you got families mixed up or this happened?
Maybe because like they were like just there to like raise me, like, and my family came back. I feel like most of my family is like from London or like Paris or something, or like, you know, England. I have no idea. It's just crazy. I feel like there's crazy things in this earth that people don't understand, but I can see them because most people don't have like the naked eye like I do. Like there's literally Jesuses in this world, like people doing crazy stuff. Like, can you imagine if you were like that person right now, but you could literally shift change and look like Kobe Bryant or some shit? Imagine, or like someone looking like me and they could go look like the basketball player Tristan Thompson, you know? It's like they're just like using technology or something or makeup or something to change their whole like appearance.
Do you think you see a world that's very different than most people?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I feel like God came down and like there was a bunch of chaotic like shift changers. Like there was a bunch of devils. People like they had power like voodoo, like they had black magic, like they could do things that most people cannot do. And
who do you think is in control of all of this?
The devil. Yeah, the devil made up, There's like been people like to sacrifice like holy things just to get power from the devil. Like the devil's real, really real and strong. It's crazy, man.
Do you talk with your family at all?
Yeah, every so often. But all they want to hear is like, am I doing good? Like that's it. They're not the kind of family to help me out with anything ever. It's like they one day just like we're not the same people. Like when I was like a teenager.
Do you ever talk with them about any of this?
Yeah, I have. Like, they're just like they're not there. Like they're like at one time, like when this first all took place, like I was telling my twin brother like somebody's watching me, somebody's following me, and he'd be like, "Nah, no one's following you," and like I'd be like, "Yes, I know." Like it's like I have a gut feeling it's never wrong. You know, it's like God came down to earth, like it's like Jesus did, because man, my feet, they're like made of bronze, dude. Like it says in the Bible, like these feet have literally traveled thousands and thousands of miles chasing something that I haven't even reached yet, and it's been years. It's been years and years and years.
Are you like the chosen one or something like that?
No, I'm not saying I'm the chosen one. I'm not God or Jesus. I'm just literally like trying to find something that happened. Like something happened. Kind of like the Supernatural brothers. They're trying to find what happened to their mom.
Yeah, but most people don't have.
Yeah, no. Most people don't have
things like this happen to them.
That's true. Yeah, most people don't. Yep. But I mean, I'm coherent too. Like I know I can work and have a job and like live a life.
Yeah, you sound really very intelligent.
Yeah, I feel like I'm 100% coherent. Like I feel like I'm not losing my mind. It's like I'm pointing out sin. Like,
do you ever wonder if maybe you're losing your mind?
No, I know I'm not. Yeah, it's like I planted like I don't know. Like I planted like a story. Like I don't know. When I was 19 years old, people told me that I lost this like girlfriend I used to have, and people told me like, dude, you need to like get like what's her name back, like Selena back, and like I was like talking to them like, who's Selena? Like what are you talking about? Come to find out, like it was like my old girlfriend from when I was 19 years old. Like it just happened to be so that once we like split up and like she met somebody else, she became like Selena Gomez, like the singer. Just happened to be like she just got lucky after.
There's a lot of pop stars in your family.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you're living on the streets now.
Yeah.
How do you survive? How do you make money?
Just hustle, like just people, places, like just places, people, and things. Just selling things.
Mm-hmm.
Just coming up, just seeing whatever I cross to next.
Has that been difficult?
I'm pretty sure my family are stars, and they are alive, and they are showing me that they're real. But it's like nobody can understand it like we do. Like so, they're trying to help me escape. Like because like I guarantee you, one day when we're behind like closed walls and doors, like and no one else is around, they can tell me the truth, and like I'll be like, oh okay, like no matter what it is, and like I'll just keep it to myself. Like it'll be a secret. But until then, everybody's watching because I'm down here and they're up there. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure like Michael Jackson had a family and they were the stars, like, and they were like Jesus, like they could do power. They had power. Because I'm pretty sure technology nowadays, like they have it advanced, yeah, but it's a lot more advanced than they say it is. Like in the news and stuff too, like they don't tell us like 90% of some of the things that they like discover and really what really goes on, Yeah. I just felt like one day I woke up and there was a lot of talent in me. Like I could do anything. I could sound like anybody. Like I know I can sing good. Like it just came out of nowhere. It came out of prayer. Like I just told God, like no matter what, like give me talent and I'll like pave the way for your people. Like I'll show you off.
So you're a singer as well?
I can sing, yeah.
Let's hear it.
Huh?
Let's hear it.
Dang. On the spot like that?
I'm putting you on the spot. Okay. There's no music behind you. That's hard.
Yeah.
So are you a conspiracy theorist?
I know I can sing because God gave it to me. I'm pretty sure like God gives me everything I believe that because it says it in Luke, I think it's like chapter like 5 or something, that if you believe if you believe in your heart that what you ask for from God, like he'll give it to you. If you believe he's gonna give it to you. Like, and in Psalms 37:4, it's my favorite verse of all time. It says if you take delight in something so much in your heart and you believe it in your heart, like that God will give you that desire of your heart. Like I'm pretty sure like if you yell at God and you scream to him and you tell him like you deserve it, you didn't ask for life, he'll give it to you. That's what I did. Like I remember one day when I was young, like I just felt like abandoned by my family, like and just let go, like just dropped, I was out there on the streets as a young kid, like gullible, super nice. It was almost like I fell out of a perfect paradise into hell, onto earth. It was like I was in heaven, and I fell down to earth. And I trusted everybody, thought everybody was loyal, thought I could trust anyone. And they hurt me. They just kept hurting me. It was kind of like God up in heaven kicked the devil out of heaven, and he fell. Kind of like,
And
that one who could sing really good, like.
And landed in Skid Row.
Yeah, exactly. Like landing Skid Row, yeah. Like, it was like we were all in heaven, and God kicked out one of his angels to earth. And it was one of his, like, best singers. Like, it was, like, his chosen son who had, like, all the, the talent. Yeah.
So are you a conspiracy theorist as well? Like 9/11 was.
Yeah, because, 9/11 was 9/11 on the date, yeah, but isn't that crazy how that's our emergency phone number to call emergency?
Mm-hmm.
They probably did that purposely. Yeah, 9/11, like, yeah, happened on September 11th, you know what I mean? But what's, like, the number we call for help? The 911.
Moon
so
landing?
It's like they did that just to ruin our emergency contacts. Like,
The moon landing?
yeah.
That was real or no?
The moon landing? Yeah. Yeah, it was real.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like by now, like, we can probably travel to other galaxies and live there. Maybe one other one. Maybe Mars, the moon. Yeah. Things that aren't super close to the sun or super too far away from the sun. The sun comes into play everywhere. Because you can't be too close and you can't be too far from the sun. Because you'll freeze or, or heat up too fast.
You're an interesting young man.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, I'm pretty sure my stepmom, Donna Lee Nicely, she was the owner of Lee and Associates, like, the company. And, like, the Smith family, like, my family, Paul and Larry Smith, like, I know for a fact that my grandma's husband was the governor of Asperia, like, back in the day. And I'm pretty sure he was the governor of one of my family was governor of San Francisco too. Like, I just know that, like, a lot of big people were in my family, and something bad happened one day when somebody was speaking it, like, telling everybody it, and he shouldn't have known. Like, he was guarded and hidden from it, but he just saw straight through it, Can you imagine if you were like God, right? And you were like, had a bunch of families because you were all places at one time, and you wouldn't be able to, like, give all your kids, like, that rich lifestyle because you're one rich person taking care of all those families. So they all think it's like you're all living like a lower class, like, regular life, but you're all places at one time. So you're just using all your money to take care of all of them, or to, like, work in all those companies to, like, work and take care of all of them. So all of them would think that you were just a normal dad and you were, like, you weren't rich, right? But as soon as like some one of their kids just goes out and just like blabs to the world, like, hey, my dad's this, like, my dad's God, like, he's rich as hell, like, and then people start asking questions, I think, like, something bad happened.
You can sound like a crazy person.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure, like, one day, like, I went lying to like, please people, and it was true though. And then everybody, like, got a whiff of the truth. Like, it hurt because, like, I remember, like, Rihanna, like, the star, like, Eminem's wife, like, come and tell me, like, and then Candace telling me, like, oh, there goes, like, Jimmy Nelson, there goes Eminem, or, like, there goes just a bunch of stars. Like, they said they fell, like, they're dead. They come tell me.
Thanksgiving dinner must be a real party at your place.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I'm pretty sure my uncle Jim was Jimmy Nelson. Yeah, from Chicago. Yeah.
Who's that?
My uncle Jimmy was my mom's brother. Like, he was a firefighter.
Okay.
Like Jimmy Nelson. You never heard Jimmy Nelson, the singer?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old dude. I don't know
Yeah.
everybody.
What about John Wayne?
I remember John Wayne.
Yeah, John Legend. I'm pretty sure they're the same person. You know John Wayne, John Legend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, it's crazy. I think I don't know. I just guess or, like, feel the truth, and I just speak it, and it's true. It's like I already know it. It's like I already lived it.
You've got a wallet.
Yeah, I was trying to take it out of this pocket so I wasn't messing with it, put it in my back
That's
pocket.
unusual for somebody on the streets.
Yeah, true that.
That's very unusual. I've never seen anybody with a wallet.
Mm. And it's like, dang, like I wanted to be rescued by my family, so I didn't put them on blast ever, you know? Because like sometimes I feel like, man, what if I'm out here just putting my family on blast? They're trying to save me.
Well, I'll take out the names.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it now. Yeah. I could have just been right about this whole thing, and the rest of it is just bullcrap, you know? I mean, that's all. Because somebody told me like that I was literally from a different family. That's all. That one day, like, they just told me like, oh yeah, you were raised in the wrong family. Like your mom was a queen, like a queen of England, you know, or queen of like London, Paris. Like I'm pretty sure, like, you know how they say Tommy Hilfiger, like pretty sure Paris Hilton, like I know she founded like Taylor Swift. All their families like founded the railroads and like built this country up. Pretty sure, you know, like they have old money. I just knew shit that nobody else knew. It's weird. It's like I lived this life before.
You got to rewrite a bunch of history books.
Yeah.
All right. Levi, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
I wish you lots of luck out here.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
I needed to like do a TED Talk, but like I know it's gonna sound crazy. If I did a real TED Talk to the world, I know it would sound crazy. But if they believe me, they would see some things that I've seen before, and it would blow their mind. Because the only way to see something that you've never seen is to believe someone that's telling you to look. All right, thank you.